Hi, little guy here, the unknown trader, and today I want us to look at the good trades that we had today, okay? And the main objective is for you to see and understand. The more time you see these things, the better you'll understand them and you will see them in live charts, okay? And previously we have already gone through how to actually see these opportunities and execute them in real time on real charts, okay? When we were explaining the importance of times. So today actually I just want to show you how I took my trades so that you can do the same thing, okay? So guys, the first thing right now is actually I'm on Great Britain Australian dollar, okay? And we know that this currency moves well during the Asian session and during the London session, okay? So what I did was I don't trade the Asian session. However, yesterday I saw that, okay, let's look at an hourly time frame. I want to show you something. I saw that, okay, this currency has been going up for too long and it has gone over 300 pips, okay? Not counting yesterday. As you can see from here to here, this is 300 pips, okay? And the move was on the right side all along. Sorry, my charts are still marked out, okay? So what I did yesterday, I saw, okay, there were news. I did say that sometimes news will make some currencies untradeable, okay, because they are more volatile, okay? However, I realized that, okay, they've broken out. As you can see, this is just a front side. It's not really a trend line, but if you see it as a trend line, it's okay, because you must actually follow what you understand, okay? So as you can see, it was going up and up and up, okay? And yesterday what it did was it gave a first red day, and after a first red day, this is a day one, okay? It's not a day one of breakouts, however, it's still a day one, okay? And I woke up last night at around 2 a.m. okay? I woke up at around 2 a.m. but I had to wait for 3 a.m. because, you know, I want the equity opening time. I always say that, okay? And I know most of you will be asking, but you said you actually take the US, you wait for the US equity time. Yes, I do that, okay? However, yesterday as I was analyzing, I told you that I analyze every day at 8 p.m. South African time when the markets have already closed, okay? So when I was analyzing, I realized, okay, there was news. So I knew this move could still be under the catalyst of news, but again, looking at the bigger picture, as I'm showing you, you see this bigger picture and how it actually gave a first green day one, okay? I saw that, okay, this will present a good opportunity, okay? So if I saw that this one was going to present a good opportunity, now I have to ask myself, what time does this currency move, okay? And then obviously the time it moves well because it has Australian dollar, it moves well during Asia, and because it also has the pound, it also moves well during the London session, okay? So I had to wake up, and when I woke up, this is what I saw. They had pinned already, okay? So I actually came to a smaller time frame, okay, because that's what I prefer, okay? Came to a smaller time frame, okay? So what I did was this move was somewhere around where they've pinned, and it's not just a pin. As you can see, they've pinned the high of the week. I told you we marked these levels, and I told you prices will react on these levels. So these become important key levels. Hence, we always mark them out during the weekends because they are important key levels, okay? As you can see, I understand my levels very well. First of all, we broken this green line to show that, okay, now we are on the other side. This was a front side, now we are on a back side, okay? Or this was a back side, now we are on the front side. It's all up to you, okay? As you can see, so when they pinned the high of the week, I knew that, okay, fine, now everything is done. The job is already done, okay? Because it's not only the high of the week, but it's also the closing price of Monday, okay? Because sometimes you just have to extend this line because they are more likely to actually react to the previous closing prices. So there are instances where you'll just have to expand this line, okay? You'll get better with experience. When you go back, test and practice, that's when you'll understand more. So I knew that, okay, they've pinned two levels, okay? And then I came after 3:30. Okay, I came after 3:30. As you can see, this pin happens exactly at 3:30. I told you my broker is behind in 2 hours, and I always say that. Okay, so that's why down here you'll see 1:30. Okay, so I waited for the equity opening time. Okay, as I said, I woke up around 2 a.m., but I had to wait for 3:30 a.m. So once they pinned, I relaxed. Okay, I relaxed. I knew the job was done. Okay, I knew the job was done. Okay, so as you can see, I used different time frames. This one didn't show it very well, however the 15 minutes showed it very well. I waited. By the time I got comfortable was when they actually gave this engulf back into the EMA. I told you about the EMA. Nothing is new, guys. Everything has been discussed in this channel, so there is no secret. There is nothing you can't say you understand if you are actually putting in the work to backtest. Okay, because I share everything with you 100%. I hide nothing. Okay, I show you everything as I actually execute it on a daily basis. So okay, I took this. You see, this is an engulf. Okay, I took it. I could have taken it earlier, but I wasn't impressed by the behavior. And again, I knew, okay, then I knew that, okay, this is just the Asian session. It's not gonna be much volatile. However, it could have been volatile, so I took it here and put my stops just above. Okay, so this was the most easiest trade. Okay, this was the most easiest. Not my stops were not that high because my stops are usually 20 something. Okay, they were around 17 pips. Okay, because I knew the job was already done. Okay, yes, they were around 17 pips. I kept them around 17 pips. Okay, because I actually went down to a 5-minute time frame to actually put my stops. So they were around 17 pips. They were not at the high, but they were around 17 pips. On a smaller time frame, you'll see okay, they were around 17 pips. And I actually, let me show you what I did yesterday. Let me show you what I did. Okay, because my plan originally was that I wasn't gonna close this trade. Okay, I was gonna hold it maybe for 2 days. Okay, however, today we had news. Let's just see. We had news, and you know that US news can move any currency. Okay, so we had news at 3:30. Okay, we had news at 3:30, as you can see. So what I did at 3:30, I actually waste 3:30. I want to show you everything exactly as I did. Okay, so that you can get a better understanding. Okay, so this is the candle that actually closed me. This is the candle that closed me because I actually trailed my stops down to here. You see here, this very point, that's where I trailed my stops because I came a little bit early, a little bit before 3:30. I think there was still 10 minutes left, and I was in crazy profits from here all the way to here. I was in a profit of 120 something pips, so I had to trail all the profits. I trailed all the profits to this candle somewhere here. Okay, yes, somewhere here. I trailed the stops to somewhere here. Why? Because I knew that, okay, we were going to have news, and I don't know what news we're gonna do. I told you I don't take a gamble when there is news. So what I actually did was to trail my stops to this point down here, to this point. Let me show you. Yes, to this point. Okay, and I was closed. Actually, I was closed before this candle opens. I think I trailed everything to about here. I think I was closed by the spreads. Okay, so I trailed all my stops because I was aware that, okay, since we were gonna have news can just go back in and eat into my profit, and I don't want to feel emotional. I just want to be neutral. Okay, so I prefer locking in the profits. Okay, because I've learned this from some good traders. And guys, I highly recommend watching let's say podcasts that actually invite good traders. There are many podcasts on YouTube that are free where they actually invite good traders, and one of the podcasts is actually Humble Trade. Okay, I'm not affiliated. I love that podcast, and I've been following it for a while now. They invite the best traders in the world, and they mostly invite people with experience. Okay, because sometimes you find that they've invited men or women who have 40 years experience. Okay, and then you get to learn a lot. Okay, and as they are interviewing those traders, they actually tend to explain a lot of things. Okay, because there's a lot we can learn from professional guys who have been in the game for over 40 years. Okay, so I learn a lot on a daily basis. Okay, because I was watching that podcast I think it's last week, and then they actually said, okay, the first 2 hours, the first 2 hours and the last 2 hours of a day are actually uh they actually present good opportunities. Okay, obviously they meant the first 2 hours of Asian session and the last 2 hours of the US session. Okay, but it all boils back to timing, because it's one and the same thing. So don't be surprised. Most good traders have one thing in common: they understand the charts in the same way, and they use almost uh the same strategy. It's different strategies, but those strategies boil back to one thing, most of them. Okay, so that's what I really love. Okay, so guys, as you can see, this one gave me a very good profit. Okay, I didn't want to close it, to be honest with you. I didn't even set a take profit for this one yesterday when I opened, last night actually when I opened. I just wanted it to run because I knew there's still a possibility. This market is broken down. Okay, it's broken down. There's still a possibility that we can actually come to maybe these levels down here. Okay, so I didn't really want to close it, or else we could come to the previous weekly close, because this is another key level we have, or else we can even reach the low of last week. Okay, so yes, I didn't want to close it, but I had to close it because of the news. Okay, and one thing I'm saying right now is actually I'm studying macroeconomics because I want to be able to hold my trades for a couple of days. Okay, I think that will work for me. I will take say for instance, if I'm taking this one, I will take maybe 2 trades, hold one and close one, because I want to get paid in case they reverse. So I'm studying a lot of macroeconomics, and I'm trying actually to understand the economies of countries and how all these things work. Okay, so guys, this is an endless journey of learning. Okay, so it's very important to keep learning. Okay, because that's what I'm doing on a daily basis, and yeah, it's going quite well right now. Okay, so another thing, we had this currency. Okay, as you can see, day 1, day 2, day 3. So yesterday was day 3, and today actually it was okay. Mostly if day 3s don't reverse, it might reverse the following days. Okay, so I understood that, and when I came to my chart, this is Euro JPY. Okay, again, Euro JPY has just been going up. It has been going up on one side, so there hasn't really been a reason to counter trend. Okay, but if you understand what you're doing, if you understand the charts, if you have spent more time on the charts, you will understand when you counter trend and when you don't counter trend. So when I came, actually what I found on this one, it gave a good opportunity during the London session. Obviously it's after the equity opening time. Okay, because that's what I look for. I don't want to be there during the first hour. No, I don't care about that. Yes, sometimes there'll be good trades, but I don't really care. I want to be there actually after the equity opening time. Okay, either if I'm gonna be there during Asia, I want to be there after the equity opening time, because I know they're gonna throw a stop hunt. So for me, it's gonna be 3:30 South African time, which is 8:30 US time. I haven't changed my time. Okay, they still the old times. Okay, I haven't changed my time. Okay, so what I did, I knew, okay, this was day 3 of longs, and there is a possibility that, okay, if they don't reverse on this day, they might reverse on this day. However, I look at the behavior. Okay, I always talk about the behavior. That's one thing I truly care about. Okay, so when I came to this chart during the London session, and one reason I did this, okay, you will be surprised why today I was so interested in other sessions. The reason was, okay, yesterday we had a lot of news, today we also had a lot of news. Okay, so sometimes news might make it a little bit difficult to trade. Okay, we don't know what opportunities the news are gonna present anyway, so I just wanted to take where I can take. Okay, so yes, I took during the Asia, and when I came to the London session, what actually transpired is they have just been consolidating where on the high of on the high of yesterday. As you can see, this dotted lines, and this is a very important key level. Okay, and we also have the closing price, which is a very important key level. Okay, so after the equity time opened, where is it's actually gonna be 7:30. Okay, as you can see, this is where it opened for me. This is 7:30, and I know they're more likely to throw a stop hunt, as I always say. So when you know about stop hunts, everything becomes simple. I did explain that in my previous video where we were actually explaining the importance of time. If you go and watch that, it will actually help you with your entries. And I did tell you, times will help you with entries. Okay, everybody wants to know about entries, but the most important thing is time and the behavior on the levels, more especially time. I care much about time because everything is timed. Okay, so I know that when the equity opens, for me it's 3:30 here, and I'm still using the all time, which is 8:30 US time. Okay, because they've changed now. 9:30 is actually for me 9:30 simply means I'll have to add another hour. Okay, so I haven't changed my time, I'm still using the all times. Okay, so what really happens here is actually the fact that, okay, I understand that during the equity opening time they are more likely to actually give or throw stop hunts. Okay, so I knew that and I waited patiently. Okay, usually on my chart I always write patience. Okay, patience pays. I'll show you when we go to our last example on gold. Okay, yes, the move is still on the front side, but it's day 3. Okay, so what did they give? They gave 2 candles to the top, and then they gave a rarer track, and this rarer track actually closed almost inside the EMA. Okay, almost inside the EMA. Okay, and this for me is an entry. Why? Because a rarer track, look here, let me show you what they did. You see, this is the high of Asia, so they just stop hunted everybody from Asia. I told you, once they throw a stop hunt, they are done. Their job is done most of the time. Okay, however, charts can still do anything, but most of the time when they throw a stop hunt, I know they are done. Okay, and just see, the risk is too minimum. Okay, the risk is so small. The risk is so small. You see, you can put it 16 pips. If they close me, it's fine. I know then that my setup is invalidated. Okay, if I'm losing 16 pips for roughly 60 pips, that's a lot. Okay, because if I lose today, tomorrow I get maybe 50 pips. I made more than what I lost yesterday. So this is where I took the entry. Okay, and it was a very good trade. It went straight down. Okay, this is equity time. What did I take it during the London session? Obviously this is Euro JPY. The euro moves during the London. Okay, euro moves during the London, and the yen moves during Asia. Okay, and when you are coming here, you can see what already Asia did. Okay, and knowing that the euro moves during the London, I told you, if I want to be taking the London session, maybe I don't take it that much. Sometimes I do if maybe I'm comfortable going to the charts during that session, but sometimes I really don't want to be on the screen. But today there was just a lot of news, and I don't know what news will present, so I wanted to be there. Okay, and again, as I was analyzing yesterday, I knew that, okay, this might be overextended. Okay, because already now they've gone too many pips. Okay, they've gone too many pips, and it's day 3. Okay, so I knew something might happen. That's why I came to my chart. So if I'm gonna be there during London, I want to be looking at the pound and the euro. Those are the 2 currencies I want to look at if I want to be active during the London session. And if I want to be active during the Asian session, I'm gonna look for the Aussie dollar, and I'm gonna look for the yen. Okay, so I'm gonna take crosses that have the Aussie dollar and the yen. Okay, why? Because they move well during the Asian session, and one of the best ones that moves well during Asia, based on my experience, it's this one, pound yen. Okay, the pound yen moves very well, and the Aussie yen, this one moves perfectly well during the Asian session. Okay, so because obviously the yen and the Aussie dollar, they both move during the Asian session, so most of the time Asia will give you good ones, but I'm not there most of the time. Okay, I just saw that there were too many news, and I don't know what news will present. Sometimes news will just mean that, okay, nothing is tradable. Okay, so sometimes you just want to take, and based on the day we had yesterday, it was a good day. So this was a good entry, and as you can see, we have levels. So just I showed you yesterday in my latest video that I posted yesterday. If you go, I showed you how to actually do this expansion tool. So I took it from the closing price, as you can see, from a key level, and I could have taken it to this level. However, I wanted to take it to the closing of the bodies, okay, to the closing of the bodies of the candles, okay. So if you look carefully, we almost got 3, okay, we almost got 3. However, we were roughly 2 pips shy, and this gave over 60 pips of profit. You see, it's over 60 pips, okay. And then when you see a pin and this inside bar, that's when you can just cut, because now you don't know what's gonna happen, okay. So actually this presented some good trades. And lastly, gold is amazing. Gold is always gold, and gold will always be gold, okay. I just deleted a line here which showed the sides, okay. Let me just show you quite quick. I always want to have this, okay, because I want to know which side are they moving, okay, so that I can be aware of holding or actually closing the position quite early, okay. Because if they are still in one side, you want to be in and out quick. You don't want to be holding. The same applies to if you are counter trading, or if you understand timings when they are actually throwing a stop hunt, which they mostly throw during equity opening times. So if you are actually taking the stop hunts, you must know that, okay, it's something that you're gonna do quick in and out, okay. So that's one of the most important things, okay. So this is how I keep my charts marked, okay. As you can see, my charts are always marked. I'm not gonna go to yesterday, I'm talking about today. And fortunately enough, yesterday actually not yesterday, I posted a video, it was yesterday actually, where I showed you how to take explosive news, okay. In case you missed that video, okay, in case you missed that video, I told you allow the news to go, and once they go, yes, they might start consolidating. And if they start consolidating, your job is to know if, or maybe are they giving, like, you see, this is the high, this is the low, and this inside is just a consolidation up until here. When they break this side here, okay, now it's a break of structure, because already they were moving in that direction, okay. It becomes a break of structure. So the most important thing after you get a break in structure actually is to know that okay, once you get a break of structure, you know now that it symbolizes strength, okay. When they break, you wait for them to pull back inside, and sometimes they won't go deep inside, sometimes they will just bounce on the line, sometimes they won't even get to the line, okay. As long as you understand that you are looking for a pump to dump or a dump to pump, okay, those are the two things you should be looking for, okay. I'll show you something when you go to actually I'll show you now after this one, okay. And as you can see, yesterday they broke the high, and then they pulled back, and then they went up and gave over 100 pips for people who understood the market structure, okay. If they were gonna go down, obviously they were gonna make lower lows and lower highs, okay. However, in this case, they were making higher highs and higher lows, okay. So this is a dead giveaway. And then today, same thing applies when there is news. I always switch to a 1 minute time frame. Actually, guys, my process remains the same day in, day out. It's the same thing. You see, they went down, okay. There's no need to guess. I don't guess. I told you that, okay. So they started consolidating. However, this is the high, this is the low, this is the high, okay. And what do they do after that? They break structure. After breaking a structure, what do? They go back in 1, 2, 3 white candles, okay. Most of the time this is gonna be the common practice, okay. They go back in 3 candles, but I'm not saying it should always be 3, okay. Yesterday, well, fine, it was 3, okay. Yesterday it was 3 if you look carefully. But I don't want to be explaining about yesterday, because yesterday is gone. Yesterday is actually gone, okay. However, let me just show you. They broke structure. Look at this. This is the first black candle, this is the second black candle. They give this white one, and they give this one as number 3, okay. The same applied to here, 1, 2, 3, and then they gave an engulf. So the number 3 is very powerful, but I'm not actually talking about that right now. But most of the time that will be the common practice. You see, they break structure, okay. This is another break of structure. It's not a break in structure, it's a break of structure, because it's a break they're breaking the structure in the direction in which they are already in. Okay, it's a break of structure. The same applies to what happened yesterday. When they break structure like this and pull back, you see they are bouncing on the EMA. What did they do yesterday? They did the same thing. Oh guys, I'm getting tired of hovering over today and yesterday, but if I have to show it, I'll have to show it. You see, they bounced on the EMA. Okay, they bounced on the EMA. They didn't go back inside. Sometimes they won't. You just have to understand that. Okay, they didn't bounce, but they gave this nice engulf. If you didn't trust this one, you could have taken this one, because now they are showing that they are coming back outside. Okay, so this is a dump for a pump. They break out and then they give you that dump for a pump. It's always pump and dump, or dump and a pump. Okay, so let me show you. This is the last thing, guys. Okay, this is the last example I'm showing you, and I'm gonna be very quick. You see, they did the same thing. They came, bounced on the EMA. After that, they give an engulf. This engulf is not just an engulf. It engulfs the previous 1, 2, 3, 4, the previous 4 candles. So you see, this is one of the best entries. Paying close attention to what is happening, okay? And then this went over 80 pips, over 80 pips. Yes, over 80 pips. This actually went roughly 83 pips. Okay, so you can see that it did present some good opportunities. Okay, until when it started consolidating. When you see this now, you know that okay, the opportunity is over. Okay, so if you took this and you had some good stops, then you were fine. You could have put your stops just above here. Okay, just make sure there's enough space to play. You see, this is 21 pips, and my stops are roughly 25 pips for gold. Okay, so you could have kept them within here. Okay, there was no need to take them to 25. You see, they did try to come back. Give your trade some breathing space, and as you can see, it went well and gave 80 pips. So guys, this is very good. Okay, and I wanted to show you something, but I don't want this video to get long. And guys, if you are new, hit the subscription button. Okay, I wish you all the best. Thank you.